Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. Guys, I got a couple more days left, and then I'm going to go on vacation. I can't wait. There's a bunch to go over today, so I'll talk about that later. You are here for the news, I assume. I'll go over the screenshots of all the news in a second. Right now, I guess I will go over OMI, and we are up about 0.63 on the day at 0009992. This is not a crazy day for us. We had about $800,000 in volume, so not too much. Being up, that much or that little, it isn't really a big thing. We did outperform the markets though. S&P down 0.33, the Dow is down 0.2, and the Nasdaq down 0.44. If we take a look at the Bitcoin and Ethereum, see what we outperformed right there. We have Bitcoin down 1.2%, Ethereum down 3%. So despite everything being down, OMI's up. So congrats to OMI on that. Huzzah to our investments. There was some back of the napkin math that I really did want to go through as far as Earth 2 is concerned. Earth 2, and I got to go over something that somebody sent in Discord, but here's a post from me on Twitter saying, back of the napkin math for Earth 2 and their Essence token. Earth2.io users dwarf Decentraland users. Decentraland's market cap last bull run was over 7 billion. This price prediction for Essence is conservative in my opinion. So I go and say that somebody asked me, Anthony R8862 says, what do you think the price will start at? Talking about Essence, says he has 5K. I said, well, the max circulating supply is about 5 billion Essence, so keep that in mind. That being said, only about 120 million Essence is in circulating supply right now. Let's say it's 200 million by the time we get listed on, let's say, Binance, which we'll probably get listed on the Q3 next year. And Rhys had something to say about exchanges as well, but I will go over that when I get to it. Vivi is not the only place. Vivi and OMI is not the only place where the community is like, give us exchanges, rawr. So somebody had asked prior, it's hard for me to believe in Earth 2 and Essence because we were promised things and they were delayed. Again, it is a bear market. If Earth 2 were to listen to the pitchforkers and the naysayers that like, give us exchanges, and let's say they wouldn't have gone on Binance at first. Let's say they would just do FTX, the second biggest crypto exchange. They do that, and then FTX collapses, then everyone is hecked. Like, this is why you have to trust the team. You have to trust the people that are engrossed in this culture and go and say, okay, yeah, maybe going on exchanges when we shouldn't is probably not the best idea. So that being said, moving on with this, if we were to have a $500 million market cap for Essence, because the 200 million in circulating supply by the time it's listed on Binance, the $500 million market cap, which I think is fair, we'd be at $2.50 per Essence. However, that's in a recession and bear market. When we have a bull market in late 2024 into 2025, I think we get up to multiple billions of dollars. So let's say if Earth 2 gets a $3 billion market cap for their Essence token, and we have 300 million Essence in circulating supply, that is a $10 Essence. So Mr. Anthony R8862 with 5K Essence would have about $50,000. 5K Essence is actually a relatively, I think, above average amount. I think a lot of people don't have that. I mean, I have a bit more than that because I bought in a lot early. I have a bunch of places in Chaveztopia. Link down below the Earth 2 game. Link down below to Chaveztopia. Link down below to my referral code. And he's not like Arya Realty. Arya Realty's got like several hundreds of thousands, if not close, people in the Earth 2 game that have like 1 million Essence. Basically, that's how they crowdfunded, is they did a land sale first. People made mad money. People had mad Essence. And there's several people that will be deca millionaires in the next bull market just from the Earth 2 token. Anywho, moving on. Where was I? We are going to go and talk about... All right, so here's some other stuff. It did leak the other day that we are, the crypto pay-in, the people that are whitelisted or are in beta for it, that you can go and do crypto pay-in. And I think it was 0.025 ETH for gas fees, or that was the fee for somebody just buying like, I think $30 worth, 30 gems. So that is a very, very small amount. I think it comes to like 3%. There's a 3% pay-in fee that you get for using Ethereum. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like for OMI. So crypto pay-in hopefully gets here before the end of the year. If it doesn't, it will be in Q1, very, very early Q1. And with crypto pay-in, that has to come first. OMI to Gem and OMI to NFT will come several months from now. I doubt it'll be Q1. It'll probably be Q2. Just because, again, they have to build the OMI spot wallet. There's a lot that they have to do. But they're also going to merge accounts as well. Rhys had mentioned that on Lori Brenner's space. I'm not sure when that was. Hopefully Q1. I mean, hopefully end of this year, but probably Q1. There's a lot that they have to do before they get OMI to Gem. But I think if there's a 3% fee for buying gems with Ethereum, I would imagine that in order to go, and I think they even mentioned this in OUP, that you had to go and you'll have still a fee for OMI to Gem, but it'll be a lesser fee. And what they did mention, what I know for a fact that they mentioned, is that when you start staking, let's say second half of next year, that depending on how much you stake, you'll have a less fee of either buying gems or a less of a fee of market selling gems, or not selling gems, selling things, whether it's in OMI or selling things for gems. You're going to have a less of a fee if you stake. So also I have a hair on my screen. Okay, there we go. We're done. So that's a way to incentivize using OMI as opposed to using Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDT, and BUSD. I think those are them. But again, the pictures were leaked. Watcher Guru goes and says, Jim Cramer says he does not see a recession coming. Therefore, you should 100,000% expect a recession, because Jim Cramer is almost never right. I've been making Rice Krispies with protein shakes instead of milk, and that is that I'm not gonna lie, that is straight fire. The thumbnail, Brockman Blockchain says, I don't care about markets or if you buy or sell, just some history. The strongest resistance with OMI before the huge climb was 0.001, kind of like where we are now. Once that thing really broke, it was off to the races. And that was when there weren't like 12 looming catalysts either. And it's fun to relive that again. And he's not saying this happens in the next month or so. I do think this, again, we did do that during a bull market. But again, that was before we had Marvel, before we had Disney, before we had all these amazing OMI utility opportunities. So expect that at some point. I don't think he means right now. Never mind. Sam Bankman-Fried hires sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell's former lawyer Mark Cohen. You know you're guilty when. Oh my God! All right, this is a simulation. This can't not be, like, we're being trolled. Moving on here. So be advised, Vivi has made a couple of mistakes these last few comic runs, whether it was yesterday and today. Today, most recently, was with the Goofy, Mickey, and Shadow, the Shadow Prince, where it said the total editions were 6,000. They are not. They were 10. They were both 10,000 editions. I don't know why. You could even tell at the top. So I'll show you right here real quick, where it says 6,000 editions. The top, you can clearly say just the common has 5,900. So clearly it was a 10,000 mint run. I don't know why they kept doing that. It's not even like an error comic where let's say there was only 6,000 editions and the comic book happened to read number 7,847, even though it was actually comic number 5,184. Like, if it was an error like that, that's a cool error. That's something that if it's only a couple in the set, then that would be worth a pretty penny. That'd give it a nice premium. But it's just an error on the actual app. And actually, so it wasn't even an error. I guess it's just a bug. Alex had said that is a bug, and that was addressed on Twitter. So good shout out to Alex and the team for being able to go and address that. Zoom has a briefly. Oh, I got to do something about the derivatives on that OTC. Okay. Shout out to my friend JB Lewis yesterday. First Sergeant JB Lewis, who is a first shirt, who was on the podcast yesterday. He was actually interviewing me. Totally go watch that. That was really fun. So Doctor of Stuff said, will MCP roll out in some form before the end of the year? Yes, no, or when bat signal? Broken Blockchain goes on and says, I think things are getting set up to hit milestones more often than miss. Sure, things may slip here and there, but I think the batting average is about to start trending higher. Just a gut feeling. I'll piggyback on top of that and also say that, yeah, the CTO is very good. Like, training wheels are off. This is, I've never been more confident in the team than right now. Also, Broken Blockchain says something snapshot. That did have to do with Cole and Feesh and other things. Shout out to Cleverjar. This man is always buying. This dude is always buying. What did he buy yesterday? He bought a mint number 20,456 Marvel comic #1 secret rare. I'm surprised it got that low to 5,500. So Clever did post on the feed saying, been waiting for this price point, and it finally arrived. Marvel Comics #1 secret rare for the win. I'm. What are the holders of that doing? Why on earth would you sell that? No, I get it. Well, if I sell it for this price and then I cash out, let's say I get $5,500 worth of OMI, I get like over 5 million OMI. Yeah, no, I get that. Will that particular one ever be $5-ish million? Probably not. But if I'll sit here and I'll bet dollars to donuts that an MC #1 secret rare will be worth minimum 6 figures at some point, if not multiple 6 figures. Again, this is just my opinion. It's not financial advice. But I don't know if like I feel like not many people are by like the amount of Vivi token holders versus OMI token holders is just so crazy. There's so many people who buy so much more Vivi stuff than OMI. That I just, if you're selling at that price, I just don't understand. I would love to comment down below if you're selling stuff and you're not buying OMI, or if you're selling stuff in general. Let me know why. Tell me why, and because I'm very curious about that. Moving on. Mr. B said, if someone he said, if someone offered you $10,000, but if you take it, a random person on Earth dies, would you take the 10K? I, of course, answered no, and I had to take the screenshot saying, like, glad to hear that more than half of the people voted no. What the fudge is wrong with the 45? Like, that could be someone important, and I'm not trying to say that, okay, all life isn't important. Of course, consciousness is very fleeting in the grand scheme of the universe, but, like, I don't know, man. Why would you risk unaliving somebody that is like doing absolute amazing things for the world and just a positive net for, like, people are crazy, man. And Mr. Beast is wild for asking that question. I can't say that. On Immutable X had said about 5 days ago that they had the ability to make offers on things. So somebody put in a Todd McFarlane, the Ethereum amount. So this will be able to be done for Vivi NFTs. You are going to have the Todd Batman. I think there's the Dad Bod Batman back there. You're pretty much everything on Immutable X, and you will be able to, if somebody lists it for an insane amount, let's say like $100,000, you could be like, oh, I'll offer you $8,000, like whatever it is. Not that the Todd's worth 8 right now, I guess depending on the mint number. Actually, I don't know if this is a real thing, because this says mint number 47,953, and clearly Todd's only up to 7,500. But that just goes to say that it will happen eventually. You could be able to offer something, they could accept, they could counter, they could not accept, etc. Oh, it was Getsy. Getsy says, hello there, Immutable and Vivi Official. I see you putting in that work. XOXO, tagging me and a bunch of other people. So I think I did announce it yesterday, right? Let me go and do this right here again. Actually, I'll just read what I posted on the tweeters. For those of you that don't know, David Yu has mentioned that Vivi will launch in Asia. That is their next place for localization. But to celebrate this, I'll be interviewing culturally relevant people from Asia. Takayoshi Tanamoto has sang the theme songs for Digimon, Dragon Ball Z Kai, and Zatch Bell. Join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is him. And it's going to be wild. I'm going to have a bunch more of culturally relevant people from the East out for this, and I can't wait. Very excited about it. This is, and shout out to Rojin Entertainment for being able to help me out with this. Also, as long as we're doing shout outs, this video brought to you by, it's not really brought to you by anyone, but where the fudge is it? Just True Facet, it's an awesome jewelry place that does have they do have BitPay, so you can pay with crypto for their high-end jewelry, for the high-end handbags, and they are going to, at some point, I am pushing for them to accept Omi. And like hell or high water, they will. It will get done. It shall be done. Now, where was I? We had, aw, these pictures. 1 year ago today, somebody made fan art of my fridge. I think it was David Yu's hair. I love that. It says Vivi, and then it says the F word, and then it says meow. Shout out to him. How is it even possible? Sending points. Okay, so there was a lot of FUD today about, I guess I'll get to this now, 16 minutes in. People that did not know all variables, people that went on and learned the fact that some of the mods, on how they get compensated, because be advised, guys, if you're a mod on the Vivi Discord, I think you got nothing for a year. It was strictly volunteer work. It might have been longer. And then again, I don't know specific amounts. You could probably go on the Vivi Discord and ask that the specific amounts of how much they get, what the pay scale is. But again, it's not like they get these crazy, insane collectibles for every month or every week. But they get a certain amount of gem allowance, and they can take that gem allowance and they could go and choose to spend it, or they could choose to roll it over the next month. And if they go and roll it over the next month, you could imagine how that would stack and stack. And eventually, at some point, they could go and afford something that is, I don't know, a bit higher. I think Season 1 and Season 2 collectibles are available to them for that. I mean, depending on what the floor is, because people were assuming that, Vivi's going to take the collectibles that they held back, and they're going to airdrop it to these guys as payment for their work, which I'm not going to lie, I would have zero issue with that, and I'll tell you why. I mean, they're not getting compensated in any other way. So like, these people are saints. These mods are, and be advised, guys, I don't know why that there was no issues at DCon. I think at some point, you just, if you happen to say something or you get associated with a group of people, and then that group of people happens to be associated with something very, very, very negative or very, very bad, maybe you get blocked that way. For whatever reason, Granola Warfare and Eagle Eyes, which were both really cool with me at DCon, they happened to have me blocked on Twitter for whatever reason. I don't know why. But again, they were super cool and chill with me. Like, we're hanging out at DCon. Yeah, so anyway, the reason I bring that up is because having said that they have a lot of me, I have less of a reason to praise them, but I will include them in the fact that all of these mods, I think, are eligible for sainthood, because they do so much work for, like, next to diddly splat. Like, I think it's, I mean, I know, Vivi probably takes care of them outside of what they get, outside of the gem allowance. When Omi Moons, and somebody clipped this, somebody turned this into like a mini video. When Omi Moons, I will take all the mods all the current mods up to this point, out to dinner. I'll, at a decon, I'll do like a private thing for them, because that is not easy work. That is very, very hard. Anyway, let's see what we got here. So Alex was over on Spaces because everybody was saying, how dare these people get compensated for their work? And it wasn't just that. It was the fact that Vivi just didn't make it public. Although, again, you could have asked this on the Discord at any time. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible, because part of me wants to say, like, okay, these same people that constantly want airdrops, like the people that are complaining today are the same people that constantly want airdrops, that constantly want everything to have utility. They constantly want something for nothing. But I'll try to put that aside, and I'll try to say, like, I understand that maybe Vivi, just for transparency reasons, maybe might have been in their best interest to go and say, here's the pay scale for the mods. Like again, I'm putting that as a maybe because I'm very, very staunch libertarian, and I believe in, if you own something that is yours, that is nobody else's business, and if you go and you have a private company, it is nobody's business what you do with that private company. I mean, don't do anything illegal or immoral or anything, but also, so again, what they did as these mods get this gem allowance and they can stack it, it rolls over. They would be able to get something from, let's say, season 1, season 2, and one person happened to get, I think, a partner statue. So how many months this person happened to go and not spend anything, working essentially for free, and then cashing it all in at once to get that. I think it would be okay if Vivi were to just airdrop to them, airdrop it to them, but they didn't. What they did is Vivi took their gems and they bought it from the market, and that's how they paid them for it. It's like, hey, I want this. Cool. Let's take our gems. And they bought it from the market and then gave it to them, which they did not have to do. Vivi could have very well gone and taken one of the, let's say with Marvel, it's 90 stuff, right? They take out the first 40, which is, Vivi's and whatever's, and then they take 50 on top of that. I'd be 100% okay if out of the 50 that they kept, not including the first 40, out of the 50 that they kept, if they would use that for mods. They use that for giveaways. They use that for everything. Why? Because why would you want, if we are all investing in this company, if we're all investing in this token, in these NFTs, and our money is contingent and our growth is intimately tied to the health of the company, why would you want the company to spend money unnecessarily? I'm 100% okay that Vivi does no marketing. Why? Because we'll do the marketing. Like, we'll continuously try to do this forever. I've outside of the Vivi Lite and the thing that they gave some of the content creators last year, I've never gotten a check. I don't expect a check. I don't want a check. I would much rather Vivi take that money and use it to help grow the business. But that being said, again, Vivi is nicer than I am. They're the ones, they took the gems that they had and they bought it from the market and said, oh, okay, here you go. Use your gem allowance and you could use that and we'll buy it, instead of them just giving it out of the ones that they held. And then people were complaining that the mods did what they did with their own property, like selling it. And I get it. The argument was, okay, again, what they thought at the time was that Vivi go and they airdrop them something instead of paying them, and then they sell it on the market immediately, and then the community goes and pays for it. And in a sense, the community is really the ones that's paying these mods. Okay, guys, be advised. Let's play those dominoes out. What if we were the ones actually paying the mods? Okay, what does that look like? That looks like us buying collectibles from the store, either from the store, from the market. It doesn't matter whatever way Vivi gets the fees, Vivi gets whatever. Vivi would then use the funds that they have on payroll to pay these mods. This is pretty much the same thing, except it's just one extra step. So again, there was a lot of finger pointing, there was a lot of accusations before anyone knew anything. So Alex comes in on Spaces because he has to, because it was a shit show. Excuse my language. Alex goes on and says, Vivi buys gems with floor price and mods get to pick from what was purchased by Vivi. He reprimanded those thrashing on Twitter Spaces before questions were answered. Vivi gives them an allowance of gems. He's telling people to use common sense. Yeah, so thank you to Vivi for clearing that up for people. Okay, sorry, just moving over here for some stuff. Yeah, and honestly, like I don't understand the hate towards the mods. I could almost understand it if you think that Vivi should have laid this plan out, which again, like for some places you could kind of estimate, oh, hey, how much does this position make? You can kind of estimate how much somebody makes at any random company, but it is technically nobody's business. So I think that's a little. I understand being curious. Y'all can ask me anything because I don't like get offended. I don't think things are nosy, but I think that it might be a little rude to like demand to know what the people make. Like, do you know what Rhys makes? Do you know what Alex makes? Do you know what, old Rhubarb makes now that he's working? I don't think it really matters. But anywho, not to say it doesn't matter. It's just I trust the team to do what they think is best. Now moving on. Propagandist had a space before, and this person, I just won't say his name, says, "Thank you, Surprise Cat, for calling out the BS. Alex G tried to tell us in spaces. There's no way a Discord mod was compensated with a wall partner statue near all-time high prices. This stuff is crazy. Seems like we just got lied to our faces." And then Surprise Cat, which is Hello K, responds, "It's a different issue on language. Everyone felt confused by the terminology. When I asked if it was just me because of the phrase buying at floor, I suspect the correct word would be retail, which is very different. It's not a serious issue regardless, but worth the clarity." And Alex Gonzalez goes on and he replies saying, "Did not mean retail. The cost of the reward is based on the floor price in that given week for the chosen collectible. Given this program is still fairly new, there's no way we paid out a Walt at all-time high, likely rolled over balance multiple months until they could get it around current gem price." So, there you have it. Moving on. We have Broken Blockchain also tweeting, "Just an FYI, the airdrop for Feesh has gone out, and there's a hacking lobster." Not hacking, a hacking. I guess he's got a computer device there. It's so cute. I want one. Saying, "Careful when you use it. It could take someone else's clams down to 0, or if they're in the top 10, or if you could get like 101, 111, 10, or 11, or 1 clams as a bonus." Oh, I wonder if he's speaking binary. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, here's some. All right, so here's some account drop. Oh, I don't know if I can share the account drops. So people that had that had taken their gems and had rolled them over. One person did get a partner statue, which again, I think $3,000. If you're rolling over your gems for like a year or however many months, sure, work for me for a year and get $3,000. Like Jesus, man. Somebody got a Amazing Fantasy Ultra Rare. Someone got a Spider-Man Secret Rare. That's dope. Somebody got, but that wasn't I think that was a comic though, because the mint number on that is nearly 30,000, and clearly that is not the Secret Rare Spider-Man. I think that was some comic. Somebody got a Disney D. Somebody got a Too Much Magic. 2 people got logos. Someone got a Thor Ultimate Animated. Oh, that's pretty cool. Someone got a Sergeant Fury and Italian Commandos. It's Time to Play, a Frankenfat Gold and Silver, and then a Black Panther Mighty. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh. I'm thinking okay. Yeah. So that they get a gem allowance in their catalog. Okay, copy. Moving on. There's some Earth 2 stuff. Broken Blockchain goes and tweets, "I've been busy dealing with coal all day. What happened? Did someone get upset at something?" Vivi Viral goes and responds, "Vivi drained the community liquidity by throwing a live event at TCon, meaning Vivi users had to pay for flights and hotels, food and drinks." And then obviously insert extreme sarcasm there. And then Broken Blockchain says, "Oh, the horror. Can't believe they forced people to do that. I love these guys so heckin' much." Then you have, I can't tell who it is, saying, "Isn't the biggest..." All right, so they have a giveaway that they're doing, I think starting the 12th. They're doing like a 12 days of Christmas thing. They'll be doing 10 giveaways each day. You're not gonna have to see. They almost said it like a thing, like you're not gonna have to spin the wheel. I like spinning that wheel. I like the anxiety and the emotions. Like, will I get something? Will I not get something? And of course, most times you don't get something, but it's still fun anyway. So they're doing 10 giveaways a day. So in total, they're going to give away 120 different things. And somebody says, "Isn't the biggest giveaway of the year giving the mods sub 40s?" And then VV official responds, "Mods are not getting sub 40s, full stop." So shout out to VV Digital Collectibles for going and putting a stopper in that. Mr. Whale tweets out, "Binance US eliminates trading fees for ETH." Interesting. VV Fox at Rootless Girl said, "The VV tracker is up and running again. Sorry for having it down longer than expected. I am now back from my travels, and it seems I have a lot to catch up on. Feel free to post a TLDR of what I've missed. I should message. I should have her back on the podcast. That girl supremely undervalued in this community. 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 the wire. Okay, gotcha. There is during the space that I had on the Queen, or not I had during the space that Lori had, the Queen's Court where Rhys was on, I sent a heart to Markion. He is my bae. All other baes are, I want to say, insignificant. They're just not Mark. I hope he sees this. Oh, Vivi is active on LinkedIn. They had responded to a picture that Kyle Willson posted, and Vivi said, "Thanks for hanging with us. It was a blast." Shout out to them. So there was some FUD on some Palm today, which I kind of want to address here. The comic that they sold Wonder Woman at, I think for $10, it was a no, Brittany. I said I didn't want to use the word insignificant. Brittany, we are doing a thing soon. No, not that thing, guys. I won't say, but I am not doing that thing with any. Oh God, why does that sound so bad? What we are doing is not. Oh man, that's gonna. What we are platonically doing is I'm not platonically doing with anyone else. Still sounds bad. Okay. Anyway, so the Wonder Woman thing is a lot of comics on Vivi are selling for $2 and $3. So having said that, when one of Recur's things are sold originally for $10 and now the Wonder Woman comic is selling for $3, okay, well that's, a good 10% of the comics on Vivi. Maybe not that much, maybe like 5, but again, that happened on Vivi, so you can I don't want to say FUD. You can criticize some things that Palm has done, but this I don't think is one of them. This I think is just that just happens to fit one of the things that Vivi has. Vivi has a couple comics that sold for $7 or $10 or whatever, and they're $2 or $3 now. Not today's drop. Today's drop is all above retail, every single thing. Oh, that's so cool. I missed the drop too. I was doing some other stuff. But yeah, I'm still holding out hope for Palm here and all that. And I think that was it. Okay, cool beans. All right, I'm gonna get to comments right now. Wow, 32 minutes in. I'm so sorry, guys. Justin says, I bet they thought SBF was vetted too. Some of the biggest companies. Yeah, I imagine a lot of companies thought that SBF was vetted and fine, and they got hecked. Wes says, yep. Just says, I'll keep buying Omi and cross my. That's great, Justin. Well, it says people aren't happy on Twitter about mods getting airdrops. Yeah, but again, they weren't really airdrops. They got gems, and then they, No, Taurus says, yeah, buddy. Just says bots. No, not bots. Wes says, Vivi Discord moderators get free airdrops Vivi for compensation. Again, I want to say it's free. They're working for it. And yes, once they do get it, it is theirs to go and do what they want. And some of them did happen to cash in and sell that on the market. Potsy Weber says, what's up? Just haven't heard it in a while. When exchanges, when Pokemon, when the P word, look at 2023 and beyond. Boom. Okay, so. Oh, God, water is so good. Rhys had talked about exchanges today. Rhys had talked about it, and he made it seem like exchanges were a while out. Because, like, let's say, and same thing that I had just talked about with Earth 2, is that if Earth 2 were to listen to the mob and saying, hey, we'll give you what you want, we'll give you an exchange, we'll give you FTX, the second biggest exchange, and then FTX collapses, then suddenly, oh God, the token, so I understand what Rhys says with Vivi not wanting to go out and, let's say they get KuCoin or Crypto.com or, something that is fairly reputable. Let's say it's one of those companies that just happen to not show proof of reserves, and then they go and, something I've advocated for a long time, and then they go and do that, and then the exchange goes down. You don't want that to happen. However, comma, I will say that okay, we're on what, 3 exchanges: Bit4x, AscendX, and OKEX, and there's a couple of other ones that are super super small. But what happens if we don't? I feel like it's that episode of Full House. Man, this is a throwback, 30-year reference. Remember that episode of Full House where Stephanie has this friend, and this friend in school happens to have marks on him because his dad's beating the crap out of him at home, getting abused, right? And Stephanie, she tells her Uncle Jesse because she's so confused, she doesn't know what to do. And Jesse's like, oh, well, I gotta call dad, I gotta call the police, I gotta call whatever. And then Stephanie's like, well, wait, what happens if we do? And then Uncle Jesse's like, what happens if we don't? It's like, oh, that's a good question. It's a really powerful episode for a kid's show. Anyway, I understand Rhys's line of thinking, what happens if we go on an exchange and that exchange collapses? Okay, well, what happens if we don't go on any new exchanges and the exchange that we are on collapses? So I would think that they probably have an ace in their hole somewhere where if Bit4x, OKEX, AscendX, any of those three happen to go down, I think they have 1 or 2 exchanges like in their pockets ready to go just in case. Kind of like if you've ever seen that episode of Gilmore Girls where Rory's putting on a charity event for the DAR, for the Daughters of the American Revolution, and what happens? Okay, you have this one mean lady, I forget, Miriam Huntsberger? Something Huntsberger. Anyway, she comes in and is like, oh, yes, I didn't RSVP, but I expect a table anyway. And then Rory's like, okay, well, we have one for such situations. I think we should also have exchanges like that in our back pockets for such situations. I know it's a really long-winded explanation, but that's where, and again, this is absolute, complete conspiracy speculation, but it just makes sense. Comment down below if you think I'm wrong. When Pokemon, so possibly, if you haven't heard, David did actually mention saying that they were in talks with Pokemon. He did not say Nintendo, even though Nintendo owns about 33% of them. Nintendo was left conspicuously absent in his comments. So I would say, even if they signed something with Pokemon, I'm not saying that they are or did. I don't know if negotiations are still going on. I would say I would not expect that right away. I would expect that very much so after we start getting a couple things rolled out with MCP and OUP. Oh, excuse me. And I am also looking forward to 2023 and beyond. Boom. Where was I? All Chat Gaming says, let's freaking go. Let's get this bread. All Chat Gaming says, Wes, I swear, where do I sign up? Legacy Bermuda says, Ayo fam, what up, Legacy? Hope you're doing well. Wes says, at All Chat Gaming, trying to find job applications for Vivi Discord moderator. After paying tens of thousands of dollars when I could be getting the shop for free. Yeah, again, you have to work a lot for it, and based on what I've seen, I feel like I shouldn't be saying. I feel like the compensation is not worth it by itself. Now, with that, again, not for the work, but you also probably, I would imagine, get to know some things a little bit early before everyone else. You probably get to know, hey, we're going to be really busy around this time for, X reason. Again, do I know that for sure? No, I'm not a mod. I'm not, I do not work for Vivi in any capacity. Except I do, no, not really. But that just, I could imagine that that's the type of thing that mods would have to do. Dogboy says, hey, Randy, we got the wife to stay up for a little of this AMA. Rita Baby says, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Justin says, rip your comment. Darth Chaos says, hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. Finally, up to where the video began. Bill Gardner says, what up, everyone? Picked up 5 Mickey comments today. Ooh, jealous. I want to get... the lowest number that I could find is like mint number 185 for the comics. For 10,000 mint runs, I feel like you should get like 160, 150, 158 maybe, but yeah, I only saw 180 something. I don't know why I'm thinking this. Comment down below if you know the earliest mint numbers available for the 10,000 runs. Joseph says, let me put on my glasses real quick. Oh no, I don't know where my glasses are. Rip. Oh, I'm about to be in this. I need to get, oh, here there. Thank the Lord. Sorry. Okay. Oh, God, I look good with those on. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. All right. Where am I going? This says, you weren't capping, Bill Gardner. You were not capping. Super VBK says, what's up, man? When can I start renting my DeLoreans? I would give that a bit. I would say maybe 2024. Well, yeah, I mean, you'll definitely be able to use them in the Viviverse, most likely this year. Yeah, or not this year, 2023. Yeah, that would make sense. I would say definitely, probably Q3, but renting, I don't know. I would think that's a ways away. Bill Gardner says, I should have bought more. Oh, Mark Saunders says, hey there, Randy and Dashi. Meow. Bill Gardner says, $10 Essence would give me 300. You have 33,000? Damn. But yeah, I think in the bull market we get that, Bill, because again, right now it's very. I mean, what do they have? $100 million in top line revenue. Now, granted, I would say Vivi, Vivi has almost $400 million in top line revenue in gem sales, but yeah, and that's just in gem sales, not including the the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I would argue that if you had 2, 3, 1, 2, and Vivi only has Omi only has a what, $225-ish million market cap, maybe like 300-ish, but they're not on any big exchanges. Earth 2 only having 100 million-ish, give or take, and they'll be on they'll be on a big one. Like, I guarantee you it's Binance, and if not others, they're probably gonna have others. That's gonna, oh, Jesus, that's gonna be insane. Yeah, bull market, Essence is gonna moon. Omi Panda saying, evening fam. Good evening, Omi Panda. Not about says, Randy, Omi needs to get on Coinbase. What are they waiting for? Again, you really don't want to do that in a bear market. Yeah, they're going to want to wait. Drew says, good to see you talking Earth 2. What's up, Bill? Yeah, of course. Love the Earth 2. Lori Brenner says, let's freaking go. Let's get this spread. Bill Garner says, what up, Drew? Joseph says, not about, just talked about that. Yeah, I feel, I'd be advised, I'm like 30-ish minutes behind comments. What's 9:42? That's 9:04. Oh, only 28. I'm 28. Bill Garner says, what? Oh, wait, 30? Oh, no, 42. 38. Bill Garner says, what's up, Justin? Justin says, yo, fam. Yo. Bill Garner says, can't wait for droids on E2. I gotta build like 1,200 of them. I mean, we have the Star Wars droids. Well, some of them, not all of them. I want the actual battle droids, and I want them to say, Roger, Roger. Oh, God. That doesn't compute. You're under arrest. Oh, God, that was such a cool scene in Phantom Menace. And then Obi-Wan's telling the pilots, go! Oh, God, that's so freaking cool. Oh, wait, Coruscant. Good times. RPM87, if there's Omi to Gem or Omi to NFT, does that also mean NFT to Omi or Gem to Omi? Yes and no. It'll definitely mean Omi to NFT and NFT to Omi. Yes, 100%. Gem to Omi, it's not like you're going to be able to take your 10,000 gems and sell to the Vivi app for Omi. What you can do is, and again, don't quote me on this, but you should be able to go and take that 10,000 gems, buy something for 10,000 gems, and sell it for however much Omi. When you do that, there should be something in the background where somebody can be able to go and pay those gems. That gems turns into Omi, and then you get that Omi. There should be fees associated with that, but that's a way where if a lot of people are going to want to sell their stuff for Omi, and a lot of people have their Omi, and let's say they don't want to buy that stuff with their Omi, then okay, well then you have an impasse. How do you fix that? Wire most likely in the background will be able to take your gems that you're going to purchase something with that somebody listed for in Omi, in the background, convert that to Omi so that you get it. Now, again, I'd imagine there's going to be fees associated with that. I think those fees can be lessened with staking, but yeah, a lot of stuff to come. Moving on. So it says, I picked a hair out of my food right when Randy got a hair off his tablet. We definitely live in the Matrix. Whoa. Yeah, that's... I actually got like a chill. Now, like, I feel like... Now, probably not true, but also it could be... Yeah. What did I say here? Not about suggestion, I missed it. We'll watch a replay. Huzzah. Does it says SBF wanted to make an Epstein Island metaverse too? No freaking way. Really? Obi Panda says SBF is just misunderstood. What up, Obi Panda? Not about it says who SBF working for. That is the question. I don't know. Like, this is so crazy. And this is why I love Elon buying Twitter, because when the Ghislaine Maxwell trial was going on, there was multiple Twitter accounts trying to follow that court case and document everything posted on Twitter. They kept getting banned. They kept getting banned. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Not under Elon's watch. That ain't happened. Well, it says, isn't this the first Disney comic NFT? Kind of a big deal. I think it should be. In real life, these things go for like a couple hundred, maybe several $100s, the 9.8s. So they don't go for a ton. But yes, I think the first Disney comic NFT should be held in a little high esteem. I think. But I would ask Comics and Crypto or Sleep in Comics or even, I guess, Vivi Magic, Yostef, Steph Santano. Yeah. RPM 87 says, I bought Namor and I got the area code I grew up in, which was cool. Oh, that's pretty legit. Yeah. Just says Clever Jerk hitting number 88 Black Panther on the drop. Yeah, dude, that's insane. Now, Clever Jerk 100% deserves that. Clever Jerk, I think, had 8 Namors? No, yeah, had 8 Namors. So I think Clever Jerk, that dude got 8 airdrops, and one of them happened to be the 88. My friend Ernie got the number, would get like number 53? Yeah, he got a good one as well. That was dope. Oh, I forgot. What should I... Where am I? Is my Wi-Fi not on? Oh, okay, there it is. If everyone can go and smash that like button, the free way to help support the channel, non-free ways are Patreon, and smashing that super thanks and all that other jazz. This is Mega Front, man. All right, sorry. Moving on here. Open Mind says, hey, Randy, would you diversify and invest in some ISO 2022 coins? Not now. So I did tell the Earth 2 peeps in Discord before that in the next bull market, let's say when we do get to $10 for that essence, if things happen like I think they do, I would go and maybe sell 10%, or maybe I wouldn't, and I would only sell 10% because I want to play the game. I want to continue building Chavez-topia. I want to, continue doing the stuff that, we've been waiting to do for a while. Yeah, this is why I'm very patient with Vivi, because when I started with Earth 2, delays out the yin-yang, delays out the booty hole, and still waiting. But again, I not grew up with, but I, invested with Tesla, and, it's a $1 trillion company, delayed their Cybertruck 2 years, okay. I get it, but so I understand delays, and I understand tech and investing in tech. So I would only sell. I would only sell a little bit. The only way I would sell more is if OMI, OUP, and all this stuff got super delayed, and we only hit maybe, I don't know, let's say $2 essence. In which case, I only have $80,000 worth of essence, because I have about 40,000 essence. In which case I might sell 25%, maybe I not that being a YouTuber is hard, because it is, well, it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Like you work hard and you find a success, cool. But I'm not just doing YouTube. I am heading Al Khan's next charity. What he's doing with I forget what it's called. I should really have this name down pat. Where the heck is the text? Okay. The National Law Enforcement and Firefighters Children's Foundation. So that is, doing the next event for his charity. That's his charity. Trying to get in touch with the head of the Fraternal Order of Police and the Firefighters National Organization, which can help. Thankfully, a buddy of mine knows them. So I'm doing that. I have the 3 or the many people coming from the Japanese, from Japan, going to be coming on my channel for Vivi's kind of thing in Japan. I have I don't even know how I could say it. I have a company that I'm helping doing a cap raise for, along with a bunch of other companies. And then, so I'm just going to go on vacation. And I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to be doing more of these things next year. And I will also be taking more vacations. So I forget what the question was. Yeah, diversify most likely in the bull market, but not right now. Right now, Omi seems to be the move. I have 150 million, but I will, if things work out and I get a little bit more money, I'll get a little bit more Omi. Moving on. Dog Boy says Backstreet Boys next karaoke song by Chavez. I got to talk to Taps about that. See if we'll switch it up. Notabot says wait to sell your Vivi NFTs for Omi token. Keep it in the family. Good point. This is what happens to Todd when they drop Blue Todd. Hashtag Secret Spider-Man. I don't know. I don't think it'll take away from Todd's value. I think it would just. I don't know. I think that would help the Blue Todd. Yeah. I don't think it would take away from Todd's value, though. Some girl Brittany says, hello, Randy in chat. Hey, girl. Omi Panda says, this video is sponsored by Taco Bell. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Love Taco Bell. Vivi Vault Master says, what's up, everybody? Hi. Okay, says, what's wrong with that? It's like saving money and buying a collectible. Yeah, agreed. Biscuit says, hey. Some girl Brittany says, zero issue as well. Not gonna lie, many projects reward mods and ambassadors with airdrops. People just don't know that. Yeah, that's fair. Justin says, 69-hour Fifiverse stream in VR with mods. maybe. Ryan Lamping says, it's always Sam Ellis showing up in my newsfeed complaining about something. I didn't see him complain about it. Again, I just haven't. When I go on Twitter, it's mostly just to try to catch up with messages and share links and stuff. I'm almost never on the Twitter feed, so I'm not saying that Sam Ellis doesn't do that. I'm sure if you're telling me he does. I haven't seen it because I'm almost never on the Twitter feed, unfortunately. Darth Chaos says they deserve it. The Vivi Discord is wild. I heard. And Biscuits is like, hey, and some girl Brittany's like, Biscuits, my girl. Ow. Oh, shoulders. Okay. Notabot says, should Vivi give away NFTs to bots and flippers? Discord mods deserve the NFT. Yeah, they should definitely give. Yeah. We do not like the bots. Flippers, whatever. You need flippers, but in small amounts anyway. Discord mods definitely deserve them. B. Christopher says they don't have to make it public. It's not anyone's business. Agreed. B. Christopher says they set those aside to gift. They don't need to tell everyone. And they didn't even give out the ones that they set aside. The ones that they say, hey, here's the gems, cool. And then they bought them from the market, Thought that was good. All Check Gaming says makes sense. Biscuit says, unfortunately, a lot of people feel entitled. It's a company. Influencers post what they want when they want to. Their free time. Mods just do what Vivi want, and it's a job. That is a good point. That is a really good point. It's fair. Dog Boy says, hi, some girl Brittany. Rita and I miss you. Good times at Dragon Con. Aw. Biscuit says, hey, girl. Heart. Rita Baby says, Dog Boy is probably ahead of me. I saw his comments a bit before. Dog Boy Brittany says, Dog Boy, sending you and Rita the biggest hugs ever. Seriously, had the greatest time with you two. I love you guys so much. Love is in the air. William Kiefer says the mod deserve it, but save enough to take Lori Brenner out too. I think she deserves it from her work to bring Al Khan in the community. When are you getting her on your YouTube? That's a good point. I guess. I don't know. Let me ask her. I feel like I have asked her before. Let me. Lori Brenner. Meow. When you want to come on the podcast. Vivi Avatar says, what's up, bro? 000 is history. Is it? I think we're still in. I think we were like 0009992 before. Let me go to the. Okay, let me excited you. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah. 001000356. Nice. Vivi Wheels says, what up, G? Hey, Vivi fam. Once again, we really kick ass. Yeah. Heck yeah, girl. Carlos Castron says, people will always hate on something just because they want to. It's lame. Also true. Whitney says, all love to the mods, especially my girl Sparky. We love the Sparky. Sparky's great. Justin says, would Vivi scale faster if Twitter died? Twitter's not going to die, but would they scale faster if Twitter? I don't know. It'd be hard because like everyone's on Twitter. Yeah, that'd be hard. It'd be hard. Carlos Castron says, we can all win together. Agreed, fam. All Chat Gaming, straight fire. Not a bot says, never any FUD from mods. Give them more free NFTs. Good. Ultra Games is 100%. Some good really says, yeah, agreed. The mods work their arses off for the community. 100%. Yeah, that's why they need to get rewarded. LMAO says, goat streaming. Oh, I thank you, LMAO. All Chat Gaming says, go. Some everybody says, down with the wheel. That thing gave me anxiety. I love the wheel. The wheel was great. But I guess, I like that little bit of anxiety. You know, where's it gonna go? Vivi Wheel says, how do you get free gifts for the 12 days of Christmas? They haven't told us yet. It was in a tweet that, oh, let me read the tweet. Veve. Official. Fill your vault with holiday cheer. We're launching the biggest giveaway of the year. It's the return of 12 Days Vivi. 10 winners every day, no spinning the wheel. Entries open this Friday, December 9th at midnight Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what they mean. Is that Friday at midnight, so 3 a.m. on the 9th? Or is that 3 a.m. on the 10th? I assume that means 3 a.m. for Eastern Standard Time on the 9th. I'll clarify with them at some point. Brittany says, why just call it insignificant? You know what I meant. Oh, God. So this is where we were before. All right. 25 minutes ago, I think we're talking about... Biscuits is laughing. So Brittany says, oh, no. And she's laughing. Justin says, is Christmas 2 years in a row kind of weird since we're international? Nah. I think it's fine. Blockchain Comics says, hey, Randy, can you elaborate why you blocked some people from the Twitter Spaces AMA an hour ago? So... it's not like anyone that was on the Twitter Spaces, I was like, I don't like you, and I blocked them. Apparently, there was somebody that was trying... So apparently, if somebody's hosting a space, and let's say... God, I don't know. Let's say whoever is hosting a space, and I'm trying to get on the space, and the host has me blocked, I will not be able to get on the space. So as I was co-hosting the space... there was, I guess, somebody that was trying to get on, but because I was co-hosting, they couldn't get on. But it's not like Fat Booty happened to come up on and I love Fat Booty, but it's that's gonna be a clip. It's gonna be taken out of context. Fat Booty, the Epico Regal champion, came on, and he was just talking about stuff. It's not like he came on, I didn't like he was saying, and blocked him. And then he got kicked out of Spaces. That's not what happened. It's just somebody, I guess, was trying to get on that and be advised, guys, I don't block unless you're either spreading misinformation or you're straight up, telling lies about me. If I have you blocked, it's for very good reason. And again, obviously, I love Fat Booty. Just use him as an example, though. Biscuit says, ha, 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 ha. LMAO says, hee, hee. Mario's World, gotta ignore the MAFs, the mega annoying voters. Oh, it was him. Okay, yeah. So if it was him, then yeah. Dano says the mega footers are going to get shamed into oblivion when / Vivi and Omi moons. Well, I see. Here's what people have a very short memory, and I guarantee you that, and especially with influencers, I hate calling myself that. Especially with YouTubers, people that get a lot of messages, shake a lot of hands, and just are interacting with hundreds and thousands of people, sometimes tens of thousands or more. It is let's say if you're FUDing, but let's say you just have a healthy criticism and you're just like, okay, this guy's a little annoying, this guy's a little whatever. You could be like that way for months. You could not say anything for months afterwards, or even a year afterwards, and then when Vivi finally the bull market finally takes over and everything's hunky-dory and sunshine and rainbows, I don't know how many people, especially the Vivi YouTubers and people that have major influence, would even remember if that person was FUDing. The only way I would remember or suspect something is if I had happened to have that person blocked. But again, it's not like I'm always looking for that. Again, I'm almost never in the feed. It's just constantly trying to catch up on messages or just posting something. So I actually don't see a lot of the feed. So yeah, you could FUD right now, and then in 2 years, people might not remember that you FUDed, because again, people have those short memories. Dano says so many saved receipts of all the clowned comments. Oh, that's great. Oh, I love it. And Potsu Weber, thank you so much for the super chat saying what's up. Just haven't heard in a while. When exchanges, when Pokemon. Looking forward to 2023 and beyond. Boom. Same here, Patsy Weber. We should grab lunch soon. Maybe not soon. I'll be away next week, but soon after that. When exchanges, like I said before, Rhys made it seem in Lord Runner Space that the exchanges would not be. He made it seem, again, he didn't say give a time frame or anything. He just made it seem like it wouldn't be for a while, like maybe second half of the year. But I have to think that because of some of the fear in the space, that Vivi would have a couple of exchanges in their back pocket ready to go in case Bit4x, Sendex, or OKEX collapsed. Because again, you need liquidity for the token. You want that. Wes says Randy and Brittany. No. It's. Brittany answer this at all. I'll go out of there. Just as crying, laughing. Almeo says setting sail on USS Brandy. I like Brandy. Brandy is. You ever have the Brandy candies? They're little candies with brandy in it. Oh, so good. Jordan Reese says, yo, Omi to the moon. Ben Harvey says, true. Too much risk reward with listing exchanges too quickly. Agreed. Somco Brittany says, Randy and Brittany for BFF of the year. Wes. Oh, BFF for the year. 100%. Oh, God. Love her so much. As a BFF. Justin says, Rhys. Blockchain Comics says, this is a strange explanation. Can you get to my question, please? Sorry, I was just... I'm still behind on comments by 24 minutes, so it's just... I go to the questions in order. Ben Harvey says, buying directly in... Ooh, am I... Ooh. There we go. Buying directly in the future, that will be huge. Buying gems or OMI direct from the app / the company. No, it would be a while, though. Buying directly in the future will be huge. And gems... Oh, yeah, you'll be able to buy OMI from the web app, yeah. No, it would be a while, though. I would say buying... It'll come next year, probably second half of next year, but buying OMI off the web app will probably come second half of next year. Delicato says, I hope we get a drop for the Mario move with Vivi. Oh, God, that'd be amazing. I would lose my heckin' mind. That being said, it would probably be with... Oh, God, what's the movie, friend? What's the movie... I don't know if it's Universal or if it's... We could possibly get that drop, and it might have nothing to do with Nintendo. It might be actually with the movie. But yeah, that'd be dope. Biscuit says, if Vivi's got Nintendo, Yoshi. Trust me, girl. Trust me. I freaking love Yoshi. You don't even know. Just as Brittany slide to his DMs was doing. Well, I mean, we DM all the time, but we're friends. It's a lot of business, a lot of fun, a lot of good times. Jared says, one, stop screwing us with 10% cash out. Again, I think that's fairly standard. I don't think that's really screwing us. But I would imagine at some point next year, it's lessened, whether it be through staking or whether it be through, whatever reason. Yeah. It says the cash out fee is enough to take Omi out on the town for the night. Jordan Reese says, ha 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 ha. Cosmo says, do you look to buy any stocks? Yes, Tesla. I will. I said when I sold Tesla for Omi that I will 100%. I said the same thing when I sold my Pokemon cards. It's like Ash talking to, Butterfree, where he's like, I'll tell her friends that you had to go, but maybe you'll be back someday. God damn it, Ash. I talk to my Pokemon cards as I sold them. Remember James Franco in the Planet of the Apes movie where he's like, his dad is like dementia and, he's a doctor. It's like, I'll make you better, Dad. I was talking to my Pokemon cards like, I'm going to buy you back. I did the same thing with Tesla. I was like, I'm going to buy you back one day. And I will. So Tesla is still, that's going to 10x. That will be worth $6 trillion company by 2030. That is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. That's easy. That Tesla is an easy one for me to still buy. When Omi moons, and yeah. So I was thinking of buying Chinese EV stocks like NIO, XPeng. All other electric car companies are inferior products. Tesla is by far the best. It's again, Tesla is the Vivi of the electric car space. Like that's no competition is close. Omi Panda says, is Dashi on the low getting paid for Vivi for appearances? I have a couple of walls stacked away. Dashi, you holding out on me, girl? Boy? Girl? I call everyone girl. Like ask Taps the amount of times I've called him girl. Girl. Um yeah. Moving on. Jordan Rhys says, just bought another 4.5 million on me yesterday. How much was I on that? Yeah, good dude, good for you, Jordan. So again, I don't know how long we could have a stock market, not a stock, we could have a housing market crash, and I'm gonna go down to 0007 again. Go down lower. Who knows? Hope it does. Probably won't, but you know, nobody knows. Jonathan Miller says he tweeted it yesterday. Who tweeted what yesterday? Huh, no. Uno Sean says, sup, Randy. I'm loving all the FUD lately. It usually means we're near the bottom and is a big fat buy signal. Keep being you and continue to ignore the haters. Happy holidays. Oh, you too, fam. You too. This is like, oh God, people. I've never seen a community fund their own investments. Like, that's so strange. Tesla, at least it was Tesla Q that was doing the FUD, and it wasn't actually, yeah. Doesn't saying layoffs coming or nah. Probably not for Vivi. Vivi's actually hiring. When you have companies like Amazon and Twitter and Facebook that are laying off thousands and thousands of employees, and Vivi's hiring, it's a very good sign. LBO says, coming soon to a town near you. I'll check him. Says, Feds can't stop the market. LMAO says, only going to plummet, then rise like a phoenix. I mean, I know it's going to rise like a phoenix. I don't know if it'll plummet. I mean, I guess if the housing market crashes, I guess that's, yeah. Everything would. My Collectible says, great live stream. Thank you, My Collectibles. You the man. Oh, my friend is calling me, and I don't have, okay, she hung up, which is fine. Okay, excited of that. Oh, Laura Brenda says, I'd love to. Cool beans. I have that podcast tomorrow. That's gonna be at 7 p.m. I have to make the whole link for that. I'll make the link tonight. That'll be away maybe the 19th? Maybe the 19th. Cool beans. How's the 19th? You guys are seeing this in real time. Okay. All Chat Gaming says Strict Fire. Just says, you thought January was fun? January of this year was great times. Things were pumping up. I was a millionaire. January of this year was a good time. January of next year, next month, I mean, I'll have some fun times. I'll have fun. Not dead, but not going to be as fun as last January. All Check Games don't remember. Omi Panda says, I'm surprised that Dashi doesn't have a Christmas hat on. Ooh, that's a good point. I have a lot of Christmas ornaments. Well, I don't. My friend Meg does. She's, part owner of this house. She's got a lot of Christmas ornaments. So I'll ask her. All Chat Gaming says, next stream. Yeah. Actually, I can just message her. Be like, hey, is there something you can put on Dashi? Where's okay. In Poop Chat. I'm going, Dashi doesn't have a Christmas. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a Xmas hat for Dashi to wear? That just unlocked a core memory. Sassy, not sassy. Dashi to wear. I was looking for Christmas movies with a friend, and we ran into, and our other friends, it had X on it, and I thought X stood for Xmas, and it did not stand for Xmas. It was an X-rated movie. Top Bank Shot says, how come all these influencers are pumping all these NFTs? Now that things are down, they all sold and now pump Omi. I would not put every influencer into a generalized box, but I will say that there were a decent amount of people with YouTube channels and, Twitter handles, whatever, that were saying buy this, buy that. We even had some people make like Patreon groups or make, what's that called? Yeah, just groups saying like, these are my strategies, and they would pay a certain amount of money to go into those groups and get specialized knowledge. And I mean, that worked fine in a bull market, but then a bear market comes down, and I don't know. But again, I've always been super heavy on Omi. I've Omi has always made up most of my portfolio. Well, the last year and a half, or one I've been buying. Um, as far as how come the rest of them are now so heavy on Omi, it's because I think a lot of them are starting to realize what I saw last year is that Omi has the most opportunity for ROI, and that that is hilariously obvious to me. That being said, I'm not gonna say I'm not doing that 100%, because I'm not. I'm actually only buying more sets right now. Sorry, Autumn. Gotta get to you later. But it's not like I have like 3 sets. Like I have 68 sets. I have over 600 collectibles. Like this is a like I still love collecting. I'm still always gonna love collecting. Um, I very well could cash out everything, and buy a bunch more of me, but I won't. Just because like I said, I still like it. But I think why a lot of other people are cashing out a lot of collectibles and is because they see the better ROI is probably going to be with Omi. Like I've seen for a year and a half. Top Bank Shot also says calling out a bunch of people. This is all pump their bags, not pumping Omi, rest of their bags. Buyers beware. Yeah. I mean, but also be advised, that middle person, I'm sure that I don't think they ever sold, or maybe they did sell some of their stuff. I don't think they sold a lot. I think they still have a lot of their bags, a lot of their Vivi NFTs. If you're fairly rich, then you have both. You don't need to go all in on one or the other. Just says don't see himself. Yeah, he sold everything except for yeah. Top Bank Shot says this blank NFT will 10x. We don't hear that anymore. Now we hear Omi will 10x. Omi is the better one. Listen, I think a bunch of these NFTs will 10x and greater, 20x, 30x. But Omi I see as 100x. Like base case 100x. What is that? That's 10 cents. I mean, I don't care. I don't care what the collectible is. And like I said, a lot of these will 10 and 20 and 30x, and that's great. This is why I still have, I'm collecting a lot of these because I like them. The ones that I'm collecting, like I didn't get the, like, I don't know if I still have it up. I did not buy Kripkins because I think they'll 200x. I did not buy Kripkins because I think they'll 50x. I bought them because I like them. The Mike Egan the Boo Cat. I did not buy that because I think that will 25x. It'll double and triple, and it'll do different fun stuff. But I bought it because I like it. I bought the villains. Well, one because they are criminally undervalued, but they're cute. I like the Marvel Mighties because they are heckin' adorable and they're fun to play with. I did not, I did not buy 37 Queen Ramondas, don't even know the name, because I think it's going to go from $3 to $10. Although it will go from $3 to $10, and that's a tripling, and that's fine, and it will probably go beyond that. It's just Omi just happens to be the better ROI. So again, a lot of these NFTs will do that, but it's just the Omi I think will just go a lot higher. It says NFTs already 10x'd. Sold is touted a lot. I mean, Vel's doing a lot of different things. Vel's was already very successful before this, and he'll be successful after. Wes says Cavell bought Todd for 8K and sold for 1K. As an investor, again, when you buy at a in a bull market and sell in a bear market, that's just what happens. That's not anything against Cavell. A bunch of people that are selling now, same thing. But why would you hodl onto something when you know that something that you're hodling is going to go up here, which it'll go up, or they could switch over to something that'll go up here. It just makes sense. Like why stick with something that is not going to do as well as something else? So I applaud Cavell for what he did. Well, at least in that particular aspect. Call Me Skywalker says LOL. Top Bank Shell says, good for you, Randy. All these guys got a lot of money on paper for reals and lefts, but you're down 90%, still hodling the fort 100%, only buying more. Living Aloha says, if mods are in the US and it's pay, I hope Vivi issues a 1099 so taxes are paid. If it is a one-time gift, then the 1099 is not needed. I don't, again, dare I say that in order to get a partnership with Disney's and their fleet of lawyers that get paid $1,000, $1,200 an hour would scrutinize the fudge out of Vivi and what they're doing. And it is not likely that Vivi's going to do something that can get them hecked in the future. I have the utmost confidence in the team that they're doing everything by the book because I know they are. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Top Bank Shot says, you're either going to the moon or sinking with the ship. Well, I know where it's going. It's going to the moon. Biscuit says, no way. Oh, Biscuits, have you never seen my tattoos? You've never seen my tattoos? Donkey Kong throwing a Pokeball tattoos. Potsy Weber says, what happened to Taps? Been quiet. He was at Decon. Actually, Potsy Weber, he let me send you a thing because he was okay. Taps trades Randy Chavez. Oh God, we've done a lot together. We took a semi bath together. I'll text that to you, Potsy Weber. Hey, the fudge. Oh, okay, there you are. I don't know why my phone wasn't bringing you up. But Taps and me a few weeks ago in a bathtub. But he is alive. I also realized I misspelled that horribly. That title. I was a little tipsy. Okay. Moving on here. JR says 10% standard. Do you see NFTs have a 25% cash out fee? They do, and I think, or $25 cash out fee, not 25%, $25. And Earth 2 has, I think, a 5% cash out fee. But if you know, where are you going to make more money? I mean, if you want to, you could choose to not, like, let's say you have 100 grand and you are looking to invest in NFTs. Are you going to oppose the 10% fee so strong that you don't put anything into Vivi and you put it all into Palm and you put it all into, you know, the Recur? God, please do not put anything into Recur. Not financial advice, but Dashi, don't put anything into Recur. That is a sinking ship. But you know, like, okay, you can put money into Palm, and if you buy Bat Cows, probably make, you know, if you buy the Superman comic, if you buy, you know, a couple things on Palm, you'll probably make some money. I do not see. Maybe some of the things on Palm will outperform some of the things on Vivi, but for the most part, you're going to make more money with Vivi. The Palm transactions will get better. The Palm platform will get better. And as long as they can keep their head above water and they can keep selling things and they can keep making money and they can keep the wheels in motion, they make it to bull market, they should do fairly well. And I hope the absolute best for them. And like I said, if you put money on there, you will probably make a decent amount of money come bull market. But I mean, if you want to, in my opinion, or Dash's opinion, Dashi, if you want to make the most amount of money on an NFT platform, Vivi's probably going to be the one you want to go to. I mean, you don't see Vivi trying to snipe, you know, Recur influencers. You don't see Vivi trying to snipe other influencers of other projects. Other projects are trying to snipe Vivi influencers, and with good reason, because we're where all the money's at. So, I mean, if you're really opposed to that 10%, you don't have to pay it. You don't have to do it. You can either choose other projects or you can put it on Vivi and then wait 6, 8, 12, 15 months, whatever, for them to lower it. Because I guarantee you they will lower it at some point. When, I don't know. But they will. And you could wait, and you could, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Why they have it right now, that 10% fee, I don't know. But that's just the reality right now. Ziggy C says the overall secondary is still going down even at this very moment. Dang, feels bad. I guess it depends on the NFT. Joseph says nobody, Randy, looking for Xmas movies in the X. It was the video store. It was our friend's apartment, and this was not our fault. This was not our fault at all. Top Bag Shots is also Omi's more flexible, can sell for money easier than NFTs. Good point. A lot more liquid. Big A says, as of now, Secret Rare Miles will probably be the king of next bull market unless something else better comes out between now and next bull market. Dude, Miles is such a grail. That thing is, daddy. That thing is amazing. Big A says, just read that. Not a bot says, when Cavell sold out, that was my Vivi. Sleeping Comics. Hey, Randy. Working tonight, but wanted to say hi. Sleeping, you work so hard. I know what you're doing. I know why you're grinding. I know you need to. When it's all over, just take a couple days. Like I'm not even talking about vacation. Take a couple days just for you. Watch Lord of the Rings extended editions. Watch all the Star Wars stuff. Watch whatever. Just take a couple days and just veg out and relax because you need to. And then go on vacation. And then do things. But just, you're working so hard. I love you, man. I own 2 businesses myself, and I get it. I know the struggle. I know it very, very well. Shout out to you for what you do. Moali says, did you already talk about Rhys space breakdown? Pretty much. But I'll go over it again. Basically talking about exchanges, him kind of thinking that it's going to be a bit later in the year next year. He had also mentioned we had to mention it again. Foster Hilt made a video the other day basically saying, hey guys, so here's the breakdown of OUP burns and what the breakdown of the buyback burns would have been. Here's where the buyback burns would have been, and here's what the OUP burn will likely be as far as OMI. And so many people just were either willfully ignorant or just didn't get it. It was like saying, well, no. Like they just weren't, like the math was right there. So I told Rhys, like, hey, Foster Hilt just has succinctly and eloquently decided to go and make this video, and people still don't believe him. Can you put this to bed? And Rhys said yes, 100%. Buybacks were never meant to be the end-all be-all. Buybacks were just supposed to be one part of the overall system. OUP as an overall system will do so much more to burn OMI than buybacks ever could even dream of doing. So having Rhys say that one clip was honestly worth the entire space. And then obviously we had a bunch more nuggets on top of that. Lori asking him, I think something about construction and calling a bunch of different names. It was good times. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've gone over this a couple times, and now I'm derping. Now I'm blanking. I'm hungry. I need to get more. When I think of more, I'll come back to it. Potsy Weber says, I've got 10 Feeshes, 1 Bat Cow, all the airdrops that came with them, 20 million OMI, and 250 plus Vivi NFTs. It's all your fault. All of it. I didn't have a Twitter account before I met you, and I love my Feeshes. Oh, Feesh. Dude, I love you, Potsy Weber. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Okay, where was I? JR says, when I want to sell a whole set or a bundle of comics, we probably should have asked that. We didn't, but I don't know when that comes. Be advised, even for buying OMI on the app, that probably won't come until the later half of next year as well. They need to get crypto paying done. They need to get the merging accounts done. That'll happen in the next couple months, if not like this month or next month. Probably this month or next month. I'll say within the next 4 or 5 weeks that happens. And then on top of that, they're gonna have crypto pay-in that Rhys had mentioned. Crypto pay-in will be, I just mentioned that. I'm sorry, crypto pay-in and then merging of accounts. Then next year, probably by Q2, you'll have OMI to gem, and you'll have OMI to NFT, and you'll have NFT to OMI as well. So Molly, he did touch on that. I also asked him about he had mentioned before that a lot of the business development wallet would not see the light of day. He didn't necessarily mean that they would be burned, but just that they're not going to need to sell it to pay for other stuff. They're very, very cash heavy. They're very, very flush with cash. They don't need to sell any of the business development fund to fund their future endeavors. I mentioned that David had said before that both him and Dan would donate a lot of their OMI to charity, in the future. And I asked him, do you think they would burn some of it, like they'd have a mass burn event? And Rhys said, like, well, I don't want to speak for the team, but we did not make money for a couple of years. And Rhys had said that he worked for 12 months for them for no pay because they wanted to see if they could make this work. I hope Rhys got a big bonus after that. And he said that David and Dan earned every single penny that token will be worth, and it's absolutely theirs to do what they want to with, and I agree 100%. But he didn't say no. He didn't say that they wouldn't burn. I think they might at some point. I'm not saying they're going to burn half. I think that'd be a little ridiculous, but they might burn, $1 billion, maybe. That's a lot, but who knows? Maybe total. Molly says, chatter about moving NFTs off app using tickets. No. I mean, he did mention bronze tickets in OUP, and the mentioning of bronze tickets was it's just going to be a big part of the burn, but he did not mention moving NFTs off app using tickets. I'm not sure how that would work. But some of these will be interoperable at some point. John says, I didn't know Rhys did that. That's telling. Yeah, Rhys is such a bro. Like, if I didn't think it was possible for me to love him more, but I do. But I do love him. Always love more. Oh man, I got a bunch of stuff to do. Tomorrow is I don't think I'm gonna have a video on Friday. I'm so tired. But I'll try. I think I still do have a podcast scheduled for Saturday. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I will. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Potsy Weber for the super chat. That means a ton. A comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Wraithx.eth. Earth 2. Yeah. Okay.